All right, one of the things I noticed when I was going through and finding images for this scallop, and then when I was going through the magazines and finding images for the things that made me feel good, one of the things that I was noticing as I was cropping out my images from the pages is I did have some words that were popping up. Like I think this was from the beach. I think there was the beach picture here, but it said travel guide, and the word guide caught my attention. And so I thought, what if I did a collage that's words that are catching my eye. So I did the images, and what if I did just words now? And I don't even know, I'm going to put it on this page only because this one is bowing up because of the moisture of the glue. It'll dry flat, but it's still a little moist, so it's making this page buckle. So I'm just going to, for now, I'm just going to put the words I find on this page because it's flat. So here was one, escape. This was from one of those beachy pages too. That caught my eye. So escape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my magazines, and instead of looking for images, I'm going to look at words that are popping out. And I'm going to look for, rather than small font, I'm not going to look for small font. I'm looking for words that are in a larger font that'll be easier for me to glance and just see. So I'm going to turn this video off because you don't need to watch me look through and find words. So I'm going to turn this video off, and then I'm going to go to my magazines, and whatever words pop out at me, I'm not trying to make a message right now. I'm not trying to make a quote. I'm just simply noticing if words or phrases pop out at me. Okay, so I'm going to go through my magazines and find words and phrases, and then I'll come back and show you what I found, and we'll arrange them on the page. All right, I was able to find quite a few words popping out at me. So right now I'm just kind of sticking them right side up so I can see what the words are. And I hadn't meant to do any kind of arranging now. I'm just sort of putting them there, but maybe they're arranging themselves. Maybe that's, okay, this I wanted to say, living, I saw these two, they were on the same page, but in different areas. And I wanted to cut the living life in half and put living your life. So that's what I wanted to do with that one. Play, let's see. I have a lot of words here. What I find when I do this type of a collage is the words will start giving me a message, kind of. Maybe I want to have that like that. Look at it. This is just kind of all arranged itself. I didn't even really your life. Just kind of plopped there. I think I might want like a couple more words down here. So since this just kind of, this just all kind of fell into place. So let me read what I have. Owning it, escape, artful, guide, focused, owning it, again, owning it. So I had that other page where I had a phrase that showed up twice for me. And here it is again. It's this, now this phrase is showing up twice. Owning it, your story, ever changing. Oh, owning it, your story, ever changing. The idea, words to live by, now. Style, living your life, overlook flaws. Nature, unexpected, prioritize comfort, be gentle. Play, take the money, quality sleep, grow, get ahead, best home. Grow a best home, maybe. So I have a feeling I want a few more words. So I'm gonna glue it on this side. I did this once before where I arranged on the right side and then as I was gluing, moved it all over to the left side. And that's what I'm gonna do now. So I'm just looking for my glue, my glue pages here. I need to make myself some room on my table. I'm getting stacks and stacks all over. Now my glue stick. So I'm pretty much thinking I'm going to arrange these just how they look here, but I'll just, as I glue, I'll move them over to the left-hand side. I think that's funny that I have that owning it twice. So maybe my inner wisdom is trying to tell me I'm not taking credit for something. I do have the habit of being over responsible. So I will take responsibility, maybe more than I should, but then when something great happens, not that I don't say, yeah, I did that great thing, but I tend to really acknowledge and recognize all the people that have helped me and their contribution to me doing whatever it is that I was able to do. Does that make sense? So maybe that's part of owning it, is taking more credit. Not that I'm not going to acknowledge people. I always do that. Words to live by now. Okay, and I wanted living your life and then your to be on top of that. So I'm going to put living your life down here, living life. I'm going to put your on top of that. Okay, I got out my glue catcher and now I'm not even using it. That's sometimes what I do when I have smaller pieces, is I don't even put them down on my scrap paper. I just kind of run it over the top of the glue stick. My finger will get filled. Okay, now this, because of where I put your here, overlook flaws isn't going to fit. So I'm just going to bring it down. That's okay. Things can get shifted. I have plenty of room. Whoops. Now it's starting to stick because my finger is filled with glue, and so now those things are starting to stick. Be gentle. Overlook flaws, be gentle. I think that's something that I need to do. I need to be more gentle with myself with the things that I think are flaws. There was this makes me think of one of the journaling prompts. Wasn't that things that you like about yourself, things you like about your body? That would be a way to overlook flaws, is to now journal about that. Maybe that's what I'll do on this next page. Create a journaling page where I can say, this is what I like about myself. This is what I appreciate about myself. All right. Now, I have room here. I could put like another word here. I could put a word here, maybe one here. I might be able to put a little word here, some here. So I can add, as I'm, doing my next pages, when words jump out at me, I can cut them out of the magazine and set them aside. I have this little pocket, so I could put them in the pocket and set them aside and know that I can come back and add to this page whenever I want to. The other thing that you can do that I've done sometimes is I will come back now and I will add doodling, either with felt pens or gel pens. You could use paint markers, and you could add like little doodling to the words, kind of the way I doodled around these words. You could come back and find some of the words that seem to be resonating really strongly with you, and you could do some doodling with that. So that might be a fun thing. If I end up doing that, I will come back and add a little bit to this video so you can see how I've decorated, because as I talk about that now, that is feeling very playful, and like I think I want to do that. So I will come back after I found some more words. I think I'll find a few more words, and I will add some doodling, and I will show you what this page ends up looking like. All right, I wanted to show you this page that was all words. I added a few more in there, and then I came back with some paint pens and just added some outlining, just some simple little doodling, nothing super complicated, just a little bit of doodling to help set some of those words off.